For generations, basements and crawl spaces have evoked a creepy, uncomfortable feeling. If you or your kids avoid these spaces because of bad odors or experience chronic respiratory ailments like asthma, you could actually be experiencing what's known as sick home syndrome, something far more dangerous than just a creepy, uncomfortable feeling. Wave ventilation, the innovative moisture control and ventilation unit, can actually solve this problem. Damp, poorly ventilated areas make the environment ideal for the growth of molds, dust mites, infestation, and other biological growth that can cause serious illnesses, such as asthma, emphysema, and even certain kinds of cancer. According to the World Health Organization, adults and children living in damp households have a 75% greater risk of developing serious respiratory ailments. Moisture left unventilated will saturate into the structure, as seen with damp walls, buckling floors, and rotted wood beams. Rust and window condensation are also a result, all of which will ultimately cost you a lot of money to repair. There's a pollution buildup down below from appliances and furnaces that release airborne particles and combustion gases such as carbon monoxide and nitrogen dioxide. Toxic vapors and radon gas, which is in the ground, is one of the leading causes of lung cancer. Penetrates through the foundation. In addition, chemical fumes and VOCs are released from paints and cleansers. These harmful pollutants are heavily concentrated at the lowest point, making the basements and crawl spaces one of the most unhealthy areas in a home. Eventually, these pollutants will start to work their way up into your living quarters, as airflow naturally travels from the ground upwards. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, the air quality inside can be up to 100 times worse than the air quality outside. The Environmental Protection Agency and Surgeon General strongly urge a proactive approach for a healthy home that includes moisture control and air exchange. The only solution that continues to counteract these ongoing problematic conditions is wave ventilation. Wave ventilation is a maintenance-free and cost-effective way to rid your home of moisture-related problems and harmful gases and pollutants. In other words, the basement and crawl spaces will no longer have that musty, foul odor. Wave ventilation will replace it with dry, healthy air and ventilate the entire house so you and your family can breathe better. Wave ventilation doesn't just take care of the symptoms, it goes right to the source of the problem, in the lowest levels of your home. Wave ventilation, a standalone unit that's professionally installed for optimum results, alters the conditions from a damp, unhealthy environment to a clean, healthier environment. And it does this by using natural processes. No chemicals, no artificial techniques, just simple and specially designed airflow technology to transform these spaces into an environment similar to your upper living areas all year round. Wave also has a crawl space system that expels the damp, polluted air through the vent in the main unit and then replenishes that air with a drier and healthier air. This provides continuous control without affecting air pressure and increases air circulation to dry out the entire area. The slab unit is designed for homes without any basements or crawl spaces. No maintenance, no buckets of water, no filters. In other words, you don't have to lift a finger and you save a ton in energy costs. Dehumidifiers use up a tremendous amount of energy and can cost you $60 to $100 a month in electric bills. Wave ventilation uses about as much energy as a 40-watt light bulb, costing you about $3 a month. With a dehumidifier, you still have stale air, and often it can't take care of a large area, which ends up requiring multiple units. As you can see, wave ventilation practically pays for itself in no time.
In the summer and the springtime especially, tremendous amount of musty odor. Within a few days, I was so surprised how I could come down here and just feel comfortable breathing.
You'll be so impressed with the air quality in your basement, you might decide to use it as a den, a playroom for the kids, or an office. It no longer has to be a place to be afraid of. The possibilities are endless.
Before having the unit, we had a dehumidifier. We had to empty buckets of water, which we no longer have to do. The unit is so easy to operate and is much more affordable than running a dehumidifier.
Don't settle for a flimsy Band-Aid solution. Get to the source of the problem with wave ventilation and cure your home from the bottom up. The patented ventilation unit has been installed in public housing, military bases, and in hundreds of thousands of homes. To protect your home and loved ones, call now to make wave ventilation your answer to healthy living.